Today we will start a new module, World at Risk, and from the title we can understand that we will explore the topics of world and environmental issues. The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. This quote by Robert Swan, a polar explorer, emphasizes that everyone must do their part, even if it is just a very small thing like turning off lights or thinking carefully about unnecessary purchases. While it does seem true that governments have much greater powers than individuals to solve environmental issues, we must not presume that our actions and choices are irrelevant. Look at this picture. What do you see? Do you believe the planet is in trouble? How serious is it? Who is responsible for finding solutions? We will go through some environmental issues affecting our one and only home. The first one is drought. The word drought means a prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall leading to a shortage of water. Desperate last-ditch attempts to save the Aral Sea might provide some tiny hope for what was once the fourth largest lake in the world. Around 60,000 square kilometers of water has been lost in the last 40 years, the receding water levels leaving the lake at 10% of its former size. However, thanks to the Coral Dam, at least a small part of the Aral could survive. The second environmental issue is governmental policy. It seems that we find ourselves at the precipice of a major ecological disaster while governments refuse to take action. Our governments have at the same time allowed loggers in the Amazon to dramatically reshape the natural landscape for years with no reform. This deforestation is an ugly blight on the land. Yet, tragically, when faced with a chance for change, politicians hesitate. The third environmental issue is urbanization. Urbanization means the process of making the area more urban. Environmentalists drew attention to the rapid growth of cities across the world, in Raleigh in central London. Worried that the impact of urbanization would be detrimental to the environment, speakers implored governments to give it the same level of importance as reducing CO2 emissions. They cited the example of Shanghai, which has grown from 119 square miles in 1984 to 503 square miles by 2040. Sustainable urbanization is a crucial global issue. The fourth environmental issue is melting polar ice caps. A new exhibition at the Science Museum showcases satellite photos of the Antarctic and the drastic changes to the peninsula. Special attention is given to the collapse of Lazarn B ice shelf, the severity of which, at 1,250 square miles, was unprecedented in its scale at the time. And it hasn't been the last, a fact that is highlighted by the images of the Wilkins ice shelf and the damage it has also suffered. You will be provided with a text about environmental issues. The title is A Planet in Peril. In order to understand the text better, we will explain some words finding its synonym. Paired, its synonym is combined. So paired means combined. Last ditch means final. Ramification means possible results. Confronted means challenged. Irreversible, permanent. Undeniably, without a doubt. Runaway, out of control. Implored, pleaded with. Highlighted, emphasized. Noticeable, apparent. Now, some other phrases that need to be explained and appear in the text are these. Worrying turn of events. This means a changing situation that caused concern. Refused point blank. This means to refuse something directly, strongly, and without argument. Unprecedented in its scale. This means of a great degree or larger size than ever before. Doesn't merely come down to. This means not only dependent or caused by. We are almost at the end of this lesson, and I would advise you to think about choosing two of the issues that are more concerning and think about possible solutions to the problems. Thank you for your attention.